I'm using the ending of my day first because I'm going to use the topic as a part of the thumbnail. And I don't want you to wait till the end. If you want to watch the rest of the video, you can watch the rest of the video. I really focused on Shipt today. And I completed 2 scheduled deliveries. And I shopped at Food Bazaar, which I like the one in Westbury. I don't go there often, but I really do like that specific Food Bazaar. And I went to Target a few times in Westbury at least twice. And where else did I go? King's Food Store in Garden City. Now, it's harder when you have 2 scheduled deliveries. I had a late morning one. It was like 11:22 pickup. Then my second delivery was like a 4:25 pickup. So I got gas in between. I worked on the video a little bit. And I worked on Shipt. And I stayed. The miles were low considering I was out all day. But late, I left late in the morning. And I walked a lot. I wanted to shop because I'm feeling much better. And my knees don't hurt the way they used to. I'm getting more stronger. And I want to walk. I want to work. So delivering, I took the ones I figured I could deliver. I did a King's Food Store. Now, this happened twice tonight with Shipt and the GPS. And Shipt reached out to me because a customer claimed they didn't get their food. I was at I took one more. And I shopped for baby clothes, toddler clothes. And I just dropped it off. So I went back to Target in Westbury. And they called me while I was in the store. And I was like, well, the woman said that she was from Shipt, and she spoke very quickly for 30 seconds, and I just listened. And she said, we tracked you. Everything looks like you went to the store. You went right to the drop off. Your picture is spot on. You even communicated. She didn't respond. She said a lot in 30 seconds. And at first I was like, well, I didn't deliver it yet. I'm in the store shopping for the last order. I thought she meant. And then she said the name again. And I was like, oh, I don't remember the name of the street. However, it was in Levittown. I make a right on Flamingo Street or Avenue. And in that area there, with all the apps, people who live off of Flamingo Avenue and all the other streets, that is that's a jumping area for, I make that right on Flamingo Street all the time. She said everything was spot on. They checked it out already. She claimed she didn't get her food. I shopped at a local Lidl. I got off track a bit. This is what happened. It happened twice today. When I went to the King store in Garden City, I knew where it was, and it brought me to a different location in Garden City. But I wanted to give it the benefit of the doubt. I wasn't rushing, and I was like, oh, I knew that. Whatever. The GPS didn't bring me to the right location. So I went down the street a few lights, and it was on the left-hand side. Then, the last one I took for the Lidl, that I dropped it off in Levittown, and the woman claimed she didn't get her food, even though I said I sent a picture. She goes, everything's spot on. She was like, you did nothing. Like, she was actually apologizing. Like, I'm really sorry to bother you. I'm like, wow. The GPS didn't bring me to the Lidl in East Meadow. Now, I've turned that down. Like, where's there a Lidl in Levittown? Why do they keep saying Levittown? They must mean East Meadow. But when I dropped off, like the one before that, when I went to Lidl, it was telling me to go past Hempstead Turnpike. 3.5 miles past Hempstead Turnpike. I'm sorry, I just saw someone. Okay. I want to see who's behind me. And I was like, no, it's the Lidl on Hempstead Turnpike in East Meadow. These GPSs, it takes a long time for Google Maps to catch up. And even though I used Waze, it takes a long time. If a store moves, it don't happen instantly that their address changes in these apps. And that's something I've noticed over the years. It just don't happen. You got to give it a year or two. So this woman claims she didn't get her food. Oh, they said to me, did anything weird happen? Anything strange? Is there anything you need to tell us? And I was like, no, I shopped and I dropped off. And we followed you, and she said it again. They checked everything before they called me. Now, if you want to watch the rest of the video, have a good one. And I did good. I shopped all day, and I'm planning on doing it tomorrow. I'm doing it, well, I'm doing it for many reasons. I was really working online. I need to get out there for a few days. It felt good to walk all day and be active and not just drive around. And I will show you a picture of my friend Rob sent me today. And he had a slam dunking day. He did good. He's been working it. Look at this. 10.4 hours. And added $90.61 to your mileage tax deduction. So that's including that. And he earned $407. That's the kind of hustler this guy is. He works it all the time. He tells me, because we go back and forth, but he has a van, he's a guy, he's younger, and he's stronger. He has the right equipment, and he has delivered $1,500, $2,000 worth of food, and I'm sure more than that. So this is the type of day he had today. Yesterday, he was really filling me in what was going down, and I was like, wow, this guy's going to have a $300 day. However, he's right. $90.61. That's how many miles he drove. He drove a lot of miles. And he broke $400. Not a bad deal. I worked in the rain tonight. Working in bad weather, you do earn more money. Now I focused on accepting ships and Spark, and I got it tonight. Last night there was nothing. So I just worked a few Ubers, and that was it. So I left here at 4:15. It's just about 10 o'clock now. I shopped 3 ships, and I completed a 3 drop-off batch from Walmart. Someone gave me a $20 cash tip. Then I received another $10 tip from Shipt, and another $20.08 from Shipt. And this last one I just dropped off, he said, I'll make sure she puts a tip on the app. And I was like, oh, thank you very much, sir. He goes, like, get out of the rain. So I enjoyed it. I enjoyed shopping and deliver. I would have been a great in-store shopper if someone gave me a chance, I would have been running a department. I really do enjoy shopping. The delivery part's tough as you get older. However, I can still do it. It's tough. Delivering is tough. You don't know what you're dropping off to. I got very lucky tonight. Just a handful of steps and right up to the door, which was great. Just one walk path to the front door and just a couple of steps. That's okay, because delivering is a lot of work when you have to deal with buildings and deal with a lot of steps and very long driveways. And, there's a lot people don't take into consideration when people are delivering. It's a back-breaking job. I got very lucky today. I am going to discuss something that happened at Walmart in Levittown. Now, I'm very nice. Now, I know it's raining, and it was raining hard. But when the kid came out, I was only there 5 minutes, and the young man came out. I shouldn't call him a kid. A young man, he knows better. He actually leaned up against my car, and he was like, well, and I went, oh, come on. They always help me with this. I was like, come on, buddy. Because the water was so high on those blue carts. I'm going to get his name next time. I should have gotten his name. He didn't even say have a good night after he watched me take the bags. I had to work him because he wasn't going to do anything. He was just standing there. At least he grabbed the water and put it in my trunk. Then when he came outside, I said the number. I think I said 2648. He was like, wait a minute. Meanwhile, he already was looking on the phone. You know, it wasn't like I was jumping the gun. Then he was like, show me your phone. He was just so blah. Then he's actually leaning underneath my hatchback on the car. And I went, oh, come on. They usually help me with this. What does this mean? What does this mean? So I did what I had to do. And I was like, you know, this isn't my first time doing this. Why are you making this more difficult? So was this one order? And this is two order? You know, he was trying to confuse. He seemed like he was just very, I just don't want to be here, and I don't care, and I don't care if you screw it up. And he was speaking to me like I was an idiot. That's what he was doing. So then I finally said, you know, this isn't the first time I've done this. You have to work with me here. Is this one order? And that's how I got. And I was like, so this is a second order. You're just going, that's number two. That's number two. I don't know which one's number two. Just tell me. It was a whole trunk, and in the back seat was one large order. Then I had a medium-sized order. I ended up putting that in the front, and then I took the two bags and I put them over here. I needed all the space. But it was ridiculous. Like, what is this? You're leaning up against my car and you're going like this. Like, come on, let's get do it. Someone like that. I mean, I've been in his shoes, and I know you can be blah, but I feel he knew exactly what he was doing. Wednesday night, Walmart in Levittown. It was either 5:22 or 6:22, and I picked up a triple batch. You know, and he acted as if he was doing me a favor, and he didn't want to do his job. You know, I'm more than happy to work with you, but I don't get paid to be a Walmart employee. I get paid to be a Walmart delivery person, and I chose to accept the batch. He was actually leaning up, and he went like this, and I went, oh, come on. Come on. And then I finally got a little bit like that. So I could keep saying the same thing over, but you know what I'm saying. I can't be overly sympathetic, you know, because I feel he knew exactly what he was doing. So, and he's at least 25 years younger than me. So that was weird. Now, I'm going to show you a clip that I recorded days ago. And, you know, one bad apple can really ruin the mood, the morale of great, good workers. And what I just shared with you happened tonight. Now, the clip I'm going to show you happened a couple of days ago. I think it was Monday. Yeah, Monday I did a spark. And, well, stay tuned. You'll hear what I have to say. I drove to the Levittown area. I cut through the towns. I pulled over. And I ended up getting a spark. A 3 drop-off batch. $29. And this is the Levittown Walmart. So I'm going to head back home. I'm delivering to 3 homes. And then I'll complete some deliveries. The guy is hustling. Now, I thought he was coming out with mine because they're about, one has like 33 items, one has 13. I thought it was mine. He goes, listen, I got yours inside ready to bring out, but I got to bring this one out first. He didn't have to tell me that. I'm watching him work. He's hustling. He's moving. He didn't have to tell me that. I'm really happy he communicated. And I was like, oh, thanks for telling me. He goes, the moment I'm done with this, I have yours ready to pull out. I'm like, thank you so much. How can you get mad at that? Now, I did speak to my friend Rob today because we touch base and we talk about what scheduled deliveries we are delivering. I turned one down for today because I didn't want to go to Port Washington. It brings me too far away from home, where I accept, and then I declined another one for tomorrow, and immediately they sent me another one. And the first one they sent me was Port Washington. I don't want to go over there. It takes me too far away from home. So I got a Garden City pickup, Garden City drop-off, no setup. Please call upon arrival. We'll grab the goods. So right now I'm completing a batch, which I haven't been here in a while. It's been at least 3 weeks. Yeah, 3-4 weeks. Time goes fast. So there are many good workers out there that work with you and respect your time. So it looks like he's about finished now, and I can see my cart. They just need the manpower to get it out here. So you have to respect it. Stay tuned. And by the way, I accepted 2 scheduled deliveries for tomorrow. Not the highest payouts, one's 30, one's 37, but it felt right. It just felt right. And the offers aren't a large subtotal of food. I'm getting paid to travel. And I'm going to be in another area tomorrow. One of the drop-offs, the early drop-off, is in Port Washington. Now, I've said no to that one because they've only paid $20. And I discussed it with my delivered friend. And, we chit-chatted for a moment on texting earlier today. When the orders come in, sometimes we share it like, oh, I got this, I got that. And he was like, well, nice to see they're paying $20 tip, because they weren't giving anything. Other people were probably saying, no, $20, you're not even, you're giving a $10 to tip, $10 base pay. Get someone else to go there. It's not a large order, but they're paying me to drive there. Now on Shipt. This is good to share with you. In my market, Port Washington has a lot of offers, like from morning until evening. You always see Port Washington. So I'm crossing my fingers tomorrow that I get an order in between. Like after I complete the morning delivery, I'm going to check out Spark. I'm going to stay in that area for a little bit. I could give it 30 minutes and see if an offer comes in. And I'll also, shipped. If I said Spark, I meant Shipt. And see, I should see also if they have Spark around there. I'm not sure, because I don't want to waste time just driving around. I would rather shop and deliver. You drive a lot less miles. I only drove 46 miles today, and I could have, because one was a double shop, that's why I'm waiting for one more tip. I could have knocked off a few more miles. I should look at both when they're in the same town. I should have dropped one off first and then drove to the second one. So, it's time to get back in there. I'm really trying to focus on shop and deliver. I like to shop. I always knew I would be a great in-store shopper. I would be running a department. But things happen for a reason. I feel at this point, at this stage, I deserve so much more. And I'm working for it. If you follow me, you should check out myincomejob.com. And I also made a tag talking about different apps and what apps are worth working and what apps are not worth paying for to work in the hopes of earning money. And I feel that way about Dumpling. And there's a tag there, a Dumpling shopper tag, if you want to check it out, because I wrote articles and I have the videos, and I've only just begun. I'm very upset what happened with that. I just needed to develop the skills, get organized, get on my game, show my worth, and now I am. And I'm just going to plow forward with that. I gave myself plenty of time not to be late. Now I still have 12 minutes to get there, but I have a gut feeling that I won't be on time. This happens. And I wrote to Delivered to let them know I'm stuck in traffic. There are no signs. Probably an accident happened. It does happen on the way to a pickup. Yep, I see flashing lights. It could have just happened. Things happened. Things happen on the way to scheduled deliveries or any delivery. Things happen. And I don't want to hear from the apps that, you're less than because I didn't make it on time. I gave myself plenty of time this morning. I didn't even text back my friend Rob that sent me an image, because he sent me an image from one of the apps stating you always have to be 10 minutes early. Like that's a guarantee too. It's not. It's never a guarantee. I'm very tired. For me, I worked it today. I'm no Rob, but I can't do what he does. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I know it's a little choppy. I put the ending first, but I felt that was the right thing to do. And guys, have a good weekend. I plan on focusing shopping and deliver. I feel it. All of a sudden, I feel it. Yesterday, I pushed it last night in the rain. It was downpouring. I got a couple of $20 tips, a $10 tip, and 2 more tips just came in from, what I did yesterday and the day before. That happens with Shipt. You might not get it immediately, but within a few days, somebody sends you a tip. So that's a good deal. I'm really going to focus on the shop and deliver. Anytime that I work, I drive less miles. I would prefer to be out and about moving around, and I earn more money.